welcome back to another episode. Ryan here with Chaos MMA, and today we have on Amir Albazi. Amir, first off, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Before we get into the fight and all, when do you leave for Fight Island?
I'm gonna leave the week before
Okay.
to, so I'm gonna be a week before.
And do you have to like quarantine a certain amount of days before you go?
Yeah, we have it's a special procedure where we take several tests and
Yeah.
quarantine before and after when we get there as well.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. So I hope everything goes well with that. And now, so for this camp, how was training camp for this fight? Did everything go well? Like, would you say this was a great camp for yourself?
Yeah. I feel, to be honest, I feel like I'm improving every camp. Every
Yeah.
camp I'm getting better. And this camp have not been really different inside the gym
Yeah.
besides going on outside.
Yeah.
So we have of elite fighters so that we always train with, and it's been like regular but without the other members from the gym basically.
Yeah, speaking of like training in the gym, are you limited at all during training camp because of COVID and how everything's going on right now?
Yeah, of course. We are
Yeah.
like very limited with who can come in and how
Yeah.
the session is looking. But I manage it well. We've been managing it well now, and we can get some good training out.
Excellent, excellent, man. And now, so you got a big fight January 23rd. Did you bring anyone in specific to mimic the style of your opponent, or was it like the same to camp as all of them?
To be honest, I do me usually. I don't see my opponent as a very tricky guy that I need to bring someone in for. I focus on what I'm gonna do,
Yeah,
and he's gonna prove on January 23rd.
yeah, definitely. And now, one last thing before we get into the fight. Now, I know your last two fights got canceled, unfortunately. I know it's a big deal. And so now with COVID happening and stuff, are you excited to get back in there on January 23rd? Because your last two fights got canceled. I'm sure after having a training camp, like that sucks, man. Like honestly.
Yeah. So around this time, just to be honest, I'm looking to fuck someone up.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all what my body is telling me. I'm
Definitely.
ready to go.
Yeah.
But whoever for me, and I'm ready to go. Feels a bit too long to be out of the cage. I like to be active, so feels a bit long time since my debut. So I'm just looking forward to get back in and show my skills again.
Yeah, just such a weird year. Like you don't know what's gonna happen with everything. Like even when you get a fight, like it's not guaranteed you're gonna do it because of all that's going on. It sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so for your fight, who will be cornering you for this one?
I'm gonna have my teammates and coaches with, so it's gonna be good.
Okay, sounds
I'm
good.
gonna have David Bashra, another bantamweight fighter that I train a lot with.
Yeah.
One an up and comer that's gonna be in the UFC for sure
Okay,
very soon.
that's great. Yeah, well, that's great to hear. And now you got a tough opponent January 23rd in Zalgis. And how do you think you match up stylistically with him? You both have good records right now, and you're both pretty good fighters. How do you think you're gonna match up stylistically?
I don't think you have anything to show me that I haven't seen before, but
Okay.
I definitely have something to show him that you haven't seen before. I
Okay.
don't touch anyone with my jiu-jitsu
Yeah.
before it is gonna show. I don't think anyone in the roster is ready for my jiu-jitsu, so bring them on and let's test drive their jiu-jitsu, see what it is.
Yeah, like what a debut from you, man. I never got to speak to you about it, but what a debut from you in your UFC debut. That was great. Quick finish. Like, did you expect that to play out like that?
I expect a lot more higher things than that. That was just on 10 days notice.
Yeah.
You can imagine now
Yeah.
after a few camps in my body what I can perform, and I can't wait.
I can
It's 2 weeks, but I just want to fly over there
yeah.
now and
No,
get
yeah.
Fight Island started properly.
Yeah, I cannot wait. It's gonna be a great matchup. January 23rd. Let's get a prediction. How do you think this fight plays out? You going for a quick finish? What do you think? How do you think this plays out?
Like if you look at my record and my
Yeah.
fights, I always finish. I'm not here to draw fights out or to win decisions. I don't even see that as a win.
Okay.
My way, either someone's gonna go out. It's either me or him.
Okay.
But it's gonna be him for a fact in the
Yeah.
second round. I think he won't even survive outside the second round with me.
Seems like we could be in for a fight of the night potential if we're going in like that.
I don't think so. From
Oh,
what I it's gonna be one sided. It's just
okay.
gonna be
That
me
is true.
kicking
Yeah.
ass. all night. I don't even think it's gonna be much of a fight, to be honest.
Okay. Well,
But
I cannot wait for this fight, man. You're making me excited when you talk about it.
yeah, that's it. That's exactly what I'm gonna go in and prove. I'm gonna show that this guy is not on my level.
Well, cannot wait for this fight. Going to be a great fight. And another thing about this card, it's being headlined by one of the biggest stars in MMA, Conor McGregor. Now, how do you feel about that? Because, many people are going to be tuned in because of that, and they'll be watching your fight. And if you do something crazy, it's just going to pop off and it's going to be crazy. So, what are your thoughts on being on that?
You said it yourself. I'm coming there to steal the show.
Yeah,
I'm not coming to participate in the show. I'm coming there to try to steal the show. That's my goal with this fight.
yeah, well, cannot wait for that. And now, so it's going to be a great pay-per-view. And now, did you see the recent news? Like a couple days ago, might have been even yesterday. They're allowing fans in the arena for this card.
Yeah, yeah. I have my boys from Sweden always backing me up,
Oh,
flying where I go. So I hope we get some audience so I can fly my boys over as well.
yeah. So you definitely missed the audience.
Yeah, yeah. I miss it. I miss people screaming when I hit someone. That's
Okay.
the best feeling ever.
Yeah, it was just so weird with fans how like when someone got hit hard, you could like hear it because there was no one speaking. And then I often heard stories that the fighters are like, I can hear the commentary speaking, and it helped me throughout the fight. Now, for your UFC debut, did that help you at all?
Yeah, I bet I can hear that at my opponent's corner.
Yeah,
So
that's true. Well,
maybe it helps.
definitely. Yeah, it's been interesting. And now, so you win January 23rd. Do you have any specific opponent in mind? Because the flyweight division is very exciting right now. You just had a title fight that could be fight of the year. Now, do you have any specific opponent in mind so you can get up in the division quick?
Right now, not a specific opponent in mind, to be honest. I don't care really who they put in front of me, as long as someone that gets my name up as well. I want to fight after this fight. I want to fight some top 10 guys, to see where I am, and we take it from there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work for that belt, so I'm not I'm not here gonna talk straight away about a title fight after one fight. So, but first, what I need to do is go after some high level guys and take them all out.
Yeah, like what did you think about that last flyweight title fight? Because a couple of years ago there were rumors that the UFC was gonna like get rid of the flyweight division. Then Figueiredo and Moreno go out there, fight of the night, arguably maybe fight of the year. What'd you think about that fight?
I'm glad for the weight loss itself, and I'm looking to add more action to that weight loss as well. So it feels good to see, the other flyweights performing like that, so we can get to keep the weight class. I believe that we have the most technical, most entertaining weight class in the UFC, but now we just have to go out there and prove it.
Definitely, yeah. Well, gonna be a great year for flyweight division. And now, last two things here. Thanks for coming on again. How many times would you like to fight in 2021? Are you looking to be a very active fighter this year?
I'm not looking to sit around and not fight. I love the
Yeah.
fight more than I love training. So as more I can get in, the better it is. If my body's, is fine with no injuries, I'm ready to go.
Well, there it is. We cannot wait. One last thing here. One of the things we like to do at our interviews is just ask the fighters questions. And now, so for you, who was your favorite fighter growing up in the UFC or anywhere?
Funny, I never had like a favorite like that, but it's been guys that I've been watching.
Yeah,
More, one of them is, of course, everyone Khabib now, but
definitely.
before I was watching a lot of George St. Pierre. Actually, I was a big fan of George St. Pierre's work and what he can do, what he could do, what he want to do on everyone. I
Yeah.
found that very fascinating, and of course, Anderson Silva and legends like that as well.
Speaking of Khabib and GSP, could you imagine that matchup if we ever got it? How good of a matchup that would be?
That would be sick, but I think Khabib did a good decision to retire on top, and what he did, I think he should just stay like that. I
Yeah,
think went out like a legend. So I don't think you should always push the limit on one more fight. It's always gonna be what if, what if that
yeah.
fight and that fight. But I think what he did was correct.
Definitely, I agree with you on that. Well, man, thank you for coming on. Good luck on January 23rd. And if you want to shout out any social media or sponsors, the floor is yours, man.
Thank you, thank you. I just want to thank all my sponsors and all the support I've been getting, from my management paradigm, from my team, London Shoot Fighters, and thank all sponsors and everyone who helped me. You all know who you are.
Well, man, good luck January 23rd. I can't wait. Thank you for coming on.
Thank-
Have a good one.
Thanks.